Okay, I want to welcome all of you to this session. And in this session, we're going to look at key tools, all the essential tools you need to operate very well as a project manager. So that's what we're going to be talking this night. Yeah. So, and I tried as much as I can to make sure that I shared all the notes and templates of all the classes we've covered. So, yeah. Okay. And I don't think we have any lag in our videos. So I'll try as much as we can to cover the much we can cover this week. I really wish to finish by the end of this week so we can, by next week, we should be starting our life project internship. So it's quite due for us to start. Okay, while we've been training and talking about so many topics, you see we've been coming in contact with so many tools. But that's not all the tools needed. Like we've come in contact with Project Planner. We'll talk about Project Planner, like although we didn't use Microsoft, but we'll talk about it, talk about Primavera. We talk about Project Labor. These are planning tools, call it project planners. But that is not the only tools. So you don't go out and think you've covered the tool for project management. So it's a key tool and we needed to use it to create a project plan. Some other tools like tools for drawing, like Draw.io, is very good tool as well, although these tools is mainly used by business analysts. So let's look at tools we cannot do as a project manager. These are tools you cannot do with. I try to grade them or classify them group by group. It's important you master one of within the group, how to use one, because it's something you cannot escape. Okay. When we talk about, I hope you can see my screen now. It's popping out. So when we talk about project management, you plan a lot ahead of time, you keep planning. Any action you take, you plan for it. So a project you need to run, you need to create a very good project plan for it. So that's why I'm starting from project planner. So project planning and scheduling tool, the most popular, although we're not using it, but I'm not gonna deceive you, the most popular project planner is Microsoft Project. The name is Microsoft Project. It's extremely popular. Yeah, many companies use it. I will talk about it. I'm not going to dive into detail of explain because we already talked about it. So that is Microsoft Project Planner. So if you get it, this is how it's going to look. that is the interface, you can see is looking exactly like Project Labor. So popularly we say it's a clone. Project Labor is a clone of Microsoft. Anything you can do with this Microsoft, you can do with Project Labor. So yeah, use it for planning, visualization, resource management, task tracking, reporting, and the analysis and integration. Is very good. Yeah, extremely good. But because we can't afford it, because it's not for free, we are using Project Labor. Project Labor is extremely good as well. Yeah, but when you compare it with Microsoft, we classify it as a lightweight compared to Microsoft, but it's extremely good, can do anything, can give you anything you want to do. So if you have not used Project Labor before and you are in this class, then maybe you just joined. I know a few people that just joined, that's exception. But if for some of us who have been following this, and you know when we created a project plan and you didn't do it, yeah, you are deceiving yourself. Yeah, we don't have any other special class we're going to treat those topics. So the main purpose of this class is to highlight all the tools you need to know. So this is it. It's still part of the project planning tools for this project Labor. So grab it, play around with it. If you look at it, you see that it looks like Microsoft. So try to learn any of them. If you have money to, or you can just go to, I don't know, Microsoft at times they fluctuate. They will give it out for free for 2 weeks. At times you go back, you won't find it. At times you go, they will tell you have to use a company email address to sign in before you can use it. So there's even the one they are giving out for free is not just, you cannot just get in and start using it. You must observe 1 or 2 protocols. So, but if you grab this one, know everything about it, is a big plus for you, because you see 98% of startup companies are using Project Labor. And for some of us who are working or looking for work at Upwork, most of the companies that will engage you at Upwork are using Project Labor, both from America, Canada, UK, most of them, because it helps them to save a lot of overhead costs. If you run company, you know that any cost you can save is a lot. It's not easy to run a company. So that's why everybody will see something free, 100% free like this, you rush it and grab it. So you can save you some costs. Yeah. So then we move to collaborative tool. This is not that a collaborative tool. It's tool for you as a project manager to plan your project. Yeah, you can have meeting, outcome of the meeting, but is you are not using it with anybody to help you. It's your personal project planner. But this particular environment is now where you collaborate with your team members. You know, tools like this, call it collaborative and tracking or monitoring tools. We have tools like Asana. That is Asana. So this is Asana. If you want to Asana website, Asana is one of the collaborative tools we have. And well, we're not going to use Asana. So this is the website. We're not going to use it. Yeah. So that's Asana. You see here, for 1 or 2 people managing projects, it can be free, free forever for 1 or 2. But why we don't use it is we are not 2. We are more than 2. And if we are more than 2, it means we are going to contribute. So this is 8 paid annual. So a user here need to pay, let's call it £9. So you see it's not free and it's limited. You've got a lot of things, but it's still limited. So if you want to use advanced or enterprise, you say it's almost everything here is not free. It's not free. I can't say, yeah, if you want just to learn collaborative, or you alone can come here, but why we don't use it is because we cannot collaborate here. We don't use it during our group project management. Or you know that this is Asana, company use it as well. It's very good. I've used it. It's very simple to use. And yeah. So that's it for Asana. It's cloud-based. So this is how Asana looks like. Have a very beautiful interface like this. So we have another one here called FreeCamp. That is what we've been using for years. For managing, it can carry a lot of people. It has free version, it has paid version. It depends on how you want to use it or how many, the kind of features you want, but it's exceptionally good. FreeCamp. So I'm not gonna start teaching going in because this is what we're going to use. So when we're done when we're going to start our live project, we're going to have a workshop on how to use it so that everybody will master it, how to use it, because that's what we're going to use. You can use it to manage multiple project teams. And it's very scalable, very intuitive, very plain. That's what we're using, called FreeCamp. There's another one called Trello. Small companies uses all this. Most of all these startup companies, what they use, it saves them a lot of money in project management. So that's why it's good for you to. Trello is a product of Atlassian. It's very good. It's very popular for its Kanban board for project visualization. Extremely good for visualization. But I don't like it because outside that visualization, it doesn't offer other things. So these are for, I said, collaboration. Collaboration means that you, a project manager, and your team can log in here and manage your project. If you're looking at this, we're using FreeCamp to run. You see, we have multiple projects and they'll have multiple team members. Yeah, it's not one person, not two people. So inside here, you should be able to, as a project manager, create work breakdown structure inside these two and be able to assign tasks to team members and follow them up. And when team member finish the team member should be able to. So that is it. So you work together within here. Example of it is just like the way you guys are in WhatsApp. It's a collaborative tool, WhatsApp. Exactly like WhatsApp. But the only thing is WhatsApp is not scalable enough for you to use it to manage project extensively, because there is no way you can assign track resources like that in WhatsApp. But WhatsApp is a collaborative environment. So the same thing with this Trello. So look at Trello here. It's beautiful. You can see it shows this Kanban board and a card. Everything looking beautiful. But outside this display of beauty, displaying of board and the card, there's no other feature that makes it outstanding, but you can use it if you have a very simple project you are managing. And is free. So I will have free aspect of it, or no, not all of them. If you want to do something meaningful, you might not as a team. But if you want just to manage your project, maybe you guys are small project team like 5, or yeah, you can use it. Project that is not complex. We have Jira as well. Jira is a product of Atlassian as well. So one company owns Jira and Jira is the most popular collaborative tool for managing projects in agile environment. So this is the one we are going to equally take our time to learn how to use. This Jira is very important. It's not something we'll talk about as just in a sketch. So I'm waiting. When we're going to deal with agile project management, we're going to deal with Jira extensively. We're going to use how to use it to manage agile projects. So Jira is widely used project management and issue tracking software developed by Atlassian, particularly popular among software developers for managing agile projects. It comes with agile board, plan, track, and manage agile projects using Scrum and Kanban. So why it's very, very popular is because of this Scrum. Scrum is the main framework in agile environment. I might not talk much about Scrum now because we'll have a special day for it. We'll talk about Scrum, we'll talk about Agile. So, but in Agile and Scrum, the major tool we are going to use is called Jira. This is how Jira looks like. And is up to today is the best tool for managing agile project. And you know that agile project is very, very popular in the project management world. So this is how it's going to look. It has its own, this is Kanban board as well. It has Kanban as well. and it has CAD, just like Jira, but it has other things. You can manage it, you can create a sprint, you can manage your product backlog, you can do a lot of things here. It looks simple, but there's a lot you can do with Jira. So let's wait. We're going to understand Jira just like when we are waiting for Freight Camp. When we get there, so that once you finish treating it, you start using it immediately. That's the purpose of not trying to go deep now. So the same thing with Jira. As soon as you finish using treating Jira, you people have already done and you are already in your project, live projects. So to use it become very handy. So we have other projects, collaborative tools like Microsoft Teams. Some of you know Microsoft Teams. Yeah, some of you might think that Microsoft Teams is only used for video or conference meeting. No, conference meeting is just part of what you can do with Microsoft Teams. So it's a team, main team for teamwork. It's not just for team meeting. So you can use it to chat, you can use it for conferencing, you can use it for file sharing. There are so much things you can do with Microsoft. Yeah, most companies are using it. Why they are using it is because, you know, Microsoft has the capacity to be integrated with a lot of software. It's very robust and very scalable. So you hardly have headache while working with Microsoft too. You can't have headache, you know. So that's why companies tend to use it, but mainly big companies. Small companies, they're just looking for cheap stuff until they get to that level they can comfortably start using Microsoft tools. So that is what Microsoft. So Microsoft is not only for video conferencing. Some people think, oh, Microsoft, once you hear Microsoft, the next thing that will come to your mind is Zoom or Google Meet. Yes, it's part of it, but it's not only that. You can use it for chatting, can use it for meeting, can use it for file sharing, integration with Outlook, PowerPoint, Planner. It can be integrated with so many other tools. So it's very scalable, flexible. Then we'll have Basecamp. Yeah, before we started using Freightcamp, we've been using Basecamp. I used Basecamp for a long period of time before me and my team, we decided to move to, yeah. Basecamp is fantastic. It used to have a lot of free features, so we can use it, but all of a sudden they changed, and we have to look for alternative. So now for you to use it, you need to pay a lot of money. And that's a lot of money. If I should pay that kind of money, I should distribute the cost to students, and students are poor people, they cannot pay. So I don't find a way to carry you people along while you are learning. You know, if I want to teach you like executive people using big products, this lesson will not hold. Yeah. So this is another fantastic tool. And yeah, if you look at, this is how it looks like. So it has message board to do docs and files, chat, schedule, card. Very simple and very powerful tool. I love using it. So But the one we are using is extremely powerful as well, FreeCamp. Extremely powerful. Yeah. Then we'll have ClickUp. ClickUp is what another good, not just good, let's say, let's put very, very good there, not just good. A very good collaborative tool as well. So many companies are using it as well. And a lot of small companies are using it because it has a lot of free stuff here. I use it. And it has too many features. I think when we talk about project collaborative tool with the highest features, we can talk about ClickUp. There's so much they have here. So it depends on how you want to use it. If you want to use it minimally, then you can make good use of the free version. If you want to use it like a company, a corporation, then you need to pay for it. It's not free, but I've got free version as well, free forever for that matter. So it has so many features. Like you say, the feature listed here, multi-project view, customizable hierarchy, customization option, collaborative tools, goals and setting tracking, reporting dashboard, click app, so many automation. There are so many things involved in this ClickUp. This is how it looks. It looks simple as well, but it got a lot of features. And what we have here is what we want to use here. You go to start digging to use it. There are so many features here. So I don't consider it as a simple because there are too many features in this ClickUp. It's not that simple. Yeah. So after collaborative, now we've seen project planner, the one you can use to plan projects. You alone as a project manager, maybe your project coordinator can support you in planning, but it's not for you and your whole team member. So that is project planner, like project labor treated. I will talk about collaborative tool where every team member must log in. That is where you manage them as a project manager. Track what they are doing. You don't monitor them, you don't track them through your project plan. It's when you have moved the project plan to this collaborative tool, that is when you can start tracking them. So that is what we've done. But it's not enough in project management. Those tools are not enough. We have project documentation and reporting tools. And we know that with since we started this project, this boot camp, we've been talking about documentation. For you to see the importance of documentation in project management, all we'll be talking about documentation, this and that, this document, they're all documentation. And the tools here, we have Microsoft Office. Microsoft Office is a collection of Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, PowerPoint, and Outlook. So it's a big collection. So hang on, guys, I'm getting a call. Hello. Yeah. Then you have to cancel the class because I'm in a class. That's why I said you have to cancel the class because I'm in a meeting. Yeah. Sorry about guys. They're having an issue somewhere. They wanted my attention, but I'm equally in a meeting. I can't abandon this class to go and sort them out. All right. Like I said, Microsoft Word is very powerful. You know, so many of us, when we want to go into IT or when we just finish universities and want to say we are IT compliant, we go and learn Microsoft Word. So once you learn Microsoft Word, you'll be raising your shoulder that you're an IT guy. Yeah, well, it's a starting step. Yeah, you have to start from somewhere, but learning only Microsoft Word is not going to make you an IT guy, or you go and learn Excel on top of it, or you learn PowerPoint, yeah, or you learn Outlook. These are basic things that even people in primary school these days can use them very well. All these like Word, Excel, all these children in primary school now are using it to do the assignment. Like my children, they are still in primary school, they use all this very well, all these tools here. It's very easy to use, but the only thing is that we didn't get to start learning early. So if you have your children or younger ones, encourage them to start early, start learning all these things. These are basics. I don't call it IT tools. You can't be an IT guy because you know how to use this. This is an office administrative, just basic office. That you work as a clerical officer does not make you an IT guy. But some people are parading themselves virtual assistant. You are parading yourself that you are an IT. I disagree with you. You are not a tech person because you know how to use this. It's beyond that. So if you want to work hard, you work hard. I always see some of you downgrading yourself. You go to LinkedIn, I've seen someone, you are a lawyer, and then you go and put you are a virtual assistant. You know, you want somebody to hire you as a lawyer, as a virtual assistant. Somebody in his right senses will not even agree to hire you. I've seen somebody, you are a medical doctor because you want to go into IT. You already showed on your TV, on your CV that you are a medical doctor or you are a pharmacist, and then you go and put currently working as a virtual assistant, and the people are seeing on your profile that you are a medical doctor. How dare you downgrade yourself like that? You need to work hard to add project manager, business analyst, data analyst if you want to go into IT. You can't come and squat as a virtual assistant. It doesn't fit you. So virtual assistant is meant for people who just have secondary school certificates. These are people that should be applying for virtual assistant, not even undergraduate. Well, undergraduate because they are still not yet graduate. Yeah. And basically, this is what to master how to use this to do your basic office work. Yeah. You cannot say, you know, Microsoft, they don't send anybody. They've taken their time to build their product. They are I call Microsoft definition of capitalism. Nothing, they hardly give anything out for free. But within that, their capitalist market, they created, an avenue for other people to come in. All of you know well, not all of you, but if you're looking at Google is not that as old as so many of you might be thinking. Google is not old company. It's not old. You remember before Google, there's a company called Yahoo. Yahoo has been the main company, but Google came in. What Google do when Google came in? Google knows that you see this word, they created it exactly Microsoft Word. They created it and they call it Google Doc. They say it's free and it's free forever. They created Excel. This Excel, they call their own sheet, call it Google Sheet. Then PowerPoint, they created their own, they call it exactly like PowerPoint. They created it, they call it Slide. They created Outlook and they call it Gmail. And they say it's free and it's free forever. And everybody started migrating from Microsoft to Google. So if you are working, spending money, and you are not rich, and we are using Microsoft, we are just wasting your money. Because this is where it's supposed to be. Even me, I don't like spending money on IT products. Yeah. Well, that is why I like to make my own products affordable as well. I used to give free stuff as well. So I'm not the only one eating free for free. So when you are growing, try once in a while, give out free stuff. It might not be money, it might not be just, if you see someone struggling, you can teach the person for free. That's how we can contribute together to grow this industry. I had a student who happened to be one of my students. I trained, they are part of the people I trained for free, around 300 of them. And this person got a job. For a long time, this person had been earning big amount of money. And all the training and internship is free of charge. So when I wanted to, have kind of encouragement, inspirational speeches from people that are doing well, I invited her over. And due to the way she explained how to use Upwork, so many students were very happy and they begged me to, can she spend maybe one day to put them through? And she said that you have to pay. I begged and said, Namio. He said, no, Mr. Charles, everybody is not you that give everything for free. My time is money. And I was shocked. So the point I'm trying to this story is that when you see company like Google, you should respect them because what they are doing is not easy. Try to give almost everything for free. So it made them what they are today anyway. So they give a lot for free and they become what they are today. Google is a giant. As a matter of fact, I don't think Microsoft is even bigger than Google. So is for documentation, writing reports and documenting your work. Use Doc. You see here, as I'm teaching you, what I'm using here is, this is it, Google Doc. That's what I'm using. That's what I use to teach. I don't use all this paid version. This one that is free is even better than the paid one. So, encourage you. So don't tell me you can't do it, because why I'm exposing you to all this free stuff is that you know that there is a lot you can do with. So, and you can see this is the whole collection of Google stuff, and most of them are free. See, you see Google Calendar, you use it for managing your projects. Use it for managing project, Google Calendar. Yeah, it's very powerful. Scheduling. Then you see Google Doc, that is what I'm using. You use it to document your work. Then you see Google Drive. This is where you save your project work. You and your team member can save the project work here and have a shared access on this project. That is Google for you. So this is another big collaborative tool for Google. Then you see Google Form. If you want to have a survey, use Google Form. Then this is Google Mail, Gmail. This one is final. And they give you enough storage facilities to store all your work. This is Google Chat, formerly called Hangouts. You can store all your contacts in Google Contact. Then this Google Meet I'm using now, I've been using for a long time now, and it's extremely powerful. Although I'm using paid version because of the size of my class and how long I spend 3 hours in a meeting or in a class. So, but for you people who are just spending like 1 hour, you can use free version of Google Meet. It can help you a lot till you start growing, and then you can then go for paid version. So there's a lot here. You know, this is Google Sheets. They equally can build small websites. This is Google Sites and Google Slide. They're all free of charge. All these things you are seeing here, Microsoft are selling all of them. Google Meet, which you can use like for Microsoft Team, this Gmail for Outlook. So they are all free of charge. Slide for PowerPoint. So we should respect Google, you know. And not only that, their AI is top-notch. Google Gemini is a top-notch. I think they are even on top. You know, they are on top. I think they are doing better than ChatGPT. A lot is loaded in Google, and a lot a lot of things are free there. Free. So that is it for documentation. If you master all this, is enough for you for your documentation. So if at this point you don't know how to use all this, well, you should go and learn, find where we are going to learn it, because we're not going to come here after teaching you how to use all this. It's out of scope. It's not part of, it's too elementary for project management. So my own is just to let you know that you need them, not to come and teach you how to use it. If you don't know how to use it, go to YouTube and get yourself brushed up. I'm not telling you to go. There are so many good videos you can watch on YouTube to get yourself up to date. Then we have project meeting tool and collaborative meeting tool. So we have Google Meet, the one I'm using now to have meeting with you. We have Microsoft Team. All of us know Microsoft Team. Yeah. You cannot use the paid version. We have Zoom. All of us know Zoom. Zoom have a free version. I think it's for 40 minutes or 30 minutes. It's good. I'm not gonna. This Zoom is good. Extremely good. So, and there's another one called GoToMeeting. I've used GoToMeeting. Yeah, before, but it's not free. I think it's just 2 weeks free usage for testing, and then you start paying. For this tool, Zoom and Microsoft Team, they have free version, free forever, for I think 40 to 45 minutes free call, which is a lot. If you're into IT, you know that people are using your server, using your resources for free without paying anything. It's a lot, because you see how much they are paying on for cloud infrastructure. For you to have a meeting, you won't believe it. You know, they are paying a lot just to give all these things for free to attract you to their company. So it's a lot. So that's it. If you don't know how to use all these tools, then you need to go and learn how to use it, because it's out of my scope. It's elementary. So, but if you go to, all of us should know how to use it anyway. If you don't know, if you go to YouTube, you learn how to use Microsoft Zoom, all these things very well. Well, so many of us do not know how to use it. I'm not saying, but you can go and learn it, because I'm not going to teach it, as I know what we're supposed to be doing. So we don't have time for all this more, because we need to allocate our time to important things, and all this small. Yeah, it's elementary for us as project managers. We are big people, consultants. So yeah. So this is a collection of tools. If you master all these tools, every of this section, if you know how to use, once you know how to use one, you should know how to use like others. Once you know how to use Microsoft Meet, Google Meet, you should be able to use this one and use this one. They are all the same thing. The only difference is that they are owned by different companies. So I don't see someone who learn how to drive Mercedes-Benz and they bring Toyota. He say you don't know how to drive, can't drive Toyota, because once you learn how to drive Mercedes-Benz very well, then you can drive Toyota, you can drive BMW, you can drive every other car. That is how all these things work. So one, you know how, that's what I'm saying, try to master one. Once you master how to use one, you can use others. So even if you go to a company and they are using Microsoft Team or they are using Zoom, and all you'll be using is Microsoft, no, you don't need to be scared, because it's the same structure, the same feature, the same purpose, it's just different name, because it's coming from different vendor. So, and that's it. So, if you have question, we can talk about your question. So, like the ones I've commented on, which I said we are going to deal with when we get there, is Jira. We're going to dive into Jira deeply. Yeah, Jira. We're equally going to dive into Camp deeply. And I want you equally to know how to use project labor deeply. These are going to help you in your project. Once you master all these ones, just forget it. You mastered everything. There's no other tool you cannot use. Questions? Okay. Thank you, guys. And tomorrow is going to be essential soft skills in project management. I've highlighted on all the tools you needed. So if you see other tools here, there are millions of tools, project management tools out there. But all these tools, they must belong to any of these categories, either scheduling, collaborative, or they must belong. And these ones I've shown here are the market mover. So if you hear companies say, Mr. Charles, because I don't need to teach you every tool, you know, I need to teach you how to drive. I don't need to go and teach you how to drive all the different types of cars. All I teach you is how to master one, know how to put gear, know how to trafficate, know how to use road signs and things like that. Not to teach you how to use all the saloon cars or things like that. All right. So I don't hear no question. That's good. Seems I'm becoming better than professors. And I'm not even, I don't even have a TTC. I'm not a TTC holder. I didn't go to teachers training college. Yeah. All right, people. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Are we in agreement? Or are we sleeping?
Yes, sir. We are in agreement.
Okay. All right.